Yes, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing great. We're going to do some anime scenes, and let me actually bring some references that I'm looking at here, so that you can see where I'm deriving my inspiration from. I was hoping we could do some of these. Hello, Star World. How are you? Glad to see you. Glad you are joining us. Yeah, I was hoping to do a few of these, but we might end up just doing a combination of different pieces here. And if you're wondering where the thumbnail piece is, basically that is a scene we created a few days ago. This one here. Actually, this is part 1 and this is part 2 of creating this scene. I might change the thumbnail later after we finish the project and update it to what we have done. Basically, if you want to watch these two videos. Okay, let's jump in and maybe we can do some quick promos before we jump into the stream, into the project. Yeah, so Botanical is a tree library add-on that just comes packed with a lot of assets. I'm not sure why my images are not loading, but basically it's a library of trees and plants, lots of trees and vegetation. Anything you can think of, you can do with Botanical. And as you can see, you can also create these growing plants in vines and stuff, packed with a lot of stuff and very inexpensive. And right now, I think they are running a discount, the spring discount. So if you want to get it, link is in the chat and in the description, and you get a discounted version. The cloth library is my own add-on. Comes packed with a lot of clothes for your characters, as you might see here. You can easily dress up your characters with custom clothes or pre-made clothes, and it also comes with a with a simulation system that helps you design your own clothes for your characters. You can play this video to see how it works. Link is in the description. Again, you can get a discounted version if you buy it using the spring break. Then Physical Starlight is a sky system that replaces, but a better alternative to the Blender sky system. Works with Eevee and cycles, and you can see some of the skies that they generated using the pure sky. Again, link in the description. You can also get a discount using the spring break if you buy it within the spring break discount month. Yeah, so let's jump right in and see how things go. Hello, Zane Blender Shot. How are you? And hello, Hirisari, Hilarious Devil. How are you? Thank you. Okay, yeah. So let's try making this simple scene here. Doesn't look like there is much, and it doesn't seem like there is a lot of geometry for this. So it should be easy for anyone to make if you want to follow along. So let's jump right in. We'll start shortcuts. Okay, let's create a road. I think about this side. I'll move. Let me change my camera to a 20mm and Yes, I do have a Discord server. Just use !Discord, and usually that's where I post the final renders of the project. And you can also ask questions there. Okay, so this is our road. Let me the asset library. I've made a few road materials, so let me just use those, or we can just start with a road asset. This road doesn't seem to import. Let's create one from scratch. So something like this, and I'm going to use my text folder add-on, roads. Just import some road surfaces. I think I can go with we don't really need to do things exactly as they are done here, so let's start with this one. Let me rotate this. Let me rotate this 90 degrees. Yeah, basically that's our road surface, and I want to break this up a bit, and we add a displacement, just a small displacement modifier, so the road is not too even, but I don't want the displacement to affect these last vertices or edge loops. Hello Fleet World UK, how are you? Glad to see you, and how is your morning? Good morning as well. Hello Harry Sarius, how are you? Where can I learn to make anime material? I think we're going to be doing some of that here, so I think this is a good place to do that. And maybe instead of creating the materials using a texture like this to create the roads, let's actually do a procedural texture, because I think this road is not as detailed as we are making it in our version. So plugging the color straight into the output gives an anime look. Yes, yeah, it kind of does, but you won't get any shadows or anything like that if you do that. Great, Paul. I hope you are doing good. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. All right, let's create a procedure material here for the road. That is in anime style. So, like I said yesterday, it seems when creating anime materials, you usually start with a gradient, and you can even see the gradient going from left to right. So let's start with that. So texture, gradient. Yeah. We don't have to do much here. We just need a gradient that goes left to right, and now we have that. We can create a color ramp just to mix the colors a bit. Can even sample the colors straight from this, and there is some bit of noise, so let's get that. We can use box projection for the noise, so that yeah, something like that. We need a blend of different noises or different noise, so let me at different scales. Can have that blended with this. I think we can use multiply. Just a tiny bit, and I think let me increase the roughness on this, and maybe the detail, and let me also first make sure that I'm saving anime road. So let's create another noise that is much smaller than this. Yeah, around there. Then blend it with this. think we can use multiply again here. Yeah, so something like that. And if we blend this now with this, then I can use multiply again. So we have, yeah, something like that. I think I need this the gradient to be up so that I can control how dark this side is, the gradient is. So something doesn't have to be that dark. And now I can use this as the diffuse. And let's see. Yeah, something like that. And we can also use this as the roughness. Now for the lines here, let's first wait for this to work. Okay, so this is too reflective, so I'm just going to add a math node. Let me turn on the world settings here. Actually, I don't need. Okay, so for the lines, we need another gradient. We can use a car ramp here. We can use constant to make a straight line like that, and I think I just need another. So we have that. And if we want to add mapping, we can add mapping so that we can move this around. Actually, we can use object. I can move this on the X, or on the what? No, on the X location. So we have a line here, and now I can duplicate. Let me see. I can duplicate this entire setup and just make sure that I'm using a negative value for this. And that should have this line on the other side like this. Now blending the two using multiply should give us two lines. Like that. Now for the middle line, we just need to duplicate this setup again and rotate this on the Z or on the Y. Let me see. Rotate this on the Z 90 degrees like that. But before we create the line, we can use a math node here with the operation of, I think, modular, so that we have these lines repeating. And actually, let me see. I can change this to absolute so that we only have positive values. First, let me see, absolute. Hello, Jonathan Noah. How are you? Glad to see you. Today you're here? Is it your first time here? Nice. Glad to see that you're joining us. So we have positive value here and negative values here. I want to convert the positive values to the negative values to positive values as well. I think it's supposed to be absolute that does that. I did not remember. Yeah, but is it your first time to chat? I don't know. Your name seems like I've seen it before. Hello, Rohini Suta. How are you? Anyway, we can just use modulus and just move this on the x-axis. Failing to make this repeat. Actually, let's do this. Let's first create the gradient and make sure that it's starting from around there. Just have these lines here. Okay, now that we have that, we can now have this here, and we should have lines like that. That's what we're going to use to break up this. I think they're a bit too thick. Actually, think, yeah, that's fair. With that, we can we need the middle line that we're going to break up. So that should simply be another one of these. Just move it to the center and maybe make it a bit thicker. Like that. Then we can use convert math node again to subtract these lines from these using subtract, and that should give us let me see, have I done it wrong? Yeah, that should give us those lines. Maybe this is still this is a bit too thick, and okay. Now we need to blend the other lines. If you're seeing this, just make sure you have clamp turned on. And I think this has to be inverted. Or we can just use screen. And we have a I think this has to be inverted. Let's see what's going on here. They're all black lines. They should be white, so we need to invert these as well. So yeah, so now we have our road like that. I remember we already have set up the texture of the road. I think it's a bit too dark. Now, if you look closely, it seems like this has some kind of washed out texture as well. So we can do that with another texture, another noise. Yeah, something like that. We can mix it on top of this so we have that white stuff there. Yeah, something like that. Now we can bring in the lines. And we have ourselves a road. Let me give this an array. So we can make the road extend as far as we want it. Okay, so this is not continuing because just have to duplicate this road directly. Okay, let's set up the sky. I'll go to my asset library. Let's speed up things so that we have a nice looking scene. We are 23 minutes in and we haven't really done a lot. So let me set up a sun here. Let me use a sky texture here. And can add a sun. Just so we can have some directionality to the scene. We can add some clouds. They're just textures on a plane. Can reduce the sun, the sky. Let me change the camera clip distance. Now we have some mountains. This should be easy to make. You can use the landscape add-on. This comes with Blender, so you don't have to get it. You don't have to buy it to have it, which is nice. So let's look at some settings for the landscape add-on. So here, We can change the terrain type. You don't even need to use a lot of variation for this. You can, just play with what you want and see. And let me use my asset library to bring in a ground material that I've created before. Grass. Actually, let's create one from scratch. Let me use my texture folder add-on. Search for some grass. Like this. Scale this up. Now I'm trying to get the same look as this. Can I ask you, the thumbnail which you have put on stream, is that chalk render? Actually, the car looks perfectly, although everything. Chalk render, I'm not sure what chalk render is, but that's what we did a few days ago. If you mean this this thumbnail here, yeah, it's these two streams here. We made that during the stream. I think you're around. All right. Let's use the geometry of this. So I'll just use separate. I want to separate the normal directional, the normal of this, and see what should I separate here. I want the surface with most details. So I think with that I can grab this mask here, blend it with this using multiply. Didn't see the last hour? Oh yeah, those were the results of the stream, so kinda happy with them. Now, I think what is making this, let's first also make the ground surface for this. The road itself is a little bit above everything else. Okay, so this should also have the same material. Let's add some volumetrics just to show scale here. Principal volume. Just use the emission strength. Someone suggested that if you rotate these 45 degrees, that it starts to look like it's fading. The volumetrics are fading at the top, and I think I'm seeing that now. I wasn't seeing it yesterday, but I think I can see it in this scene. So I can make this bluish. Let me see. Yeah, something like that. So basically, we need different levels. Oh, that was you? Ah, nice. I think I'm seeing it now here. I wasn't seeing it yesterday, but I think I can see it now. Thanks for the suggestion. I think this is casting a shadow and it should not. Yeah. Let's add some anime tree. We made these trees a few streams ago. Let's see if they'll work in this scene. Their shading is based on the light direction. I want to also make the sky more saturated. So let me come here and add some curves. Maybe make it more bluish. Less red. Okay, this looks simple, but it's actually more difficult than I expected. Anyway, let's try to fake some grass here and see if that would help the scene. I want to fake a different levels here, like they did here. Get this bush. I think we can work on this roadside trench something. Let me first add some objects. Let's see, tree, electric. Have some electric poles that I can add in here. I grab this also. I think I can convert this shader into shader to RGB, so that at least I have some control. Convert shader to RGB over how this is lit up. The mountains should have a different shader that is much darker. I want to create the same shading here, replicate the same shading that they have there. So I'm just going to have something like this. Shade smooth. Yes, have these in different areas, I think. Kind of break up the surface. I think it's starting to look somewhat interesting. I can grab some wires. Okay. Something like that. Yeah, thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, if you're just getting here and you're enjoying the stream, it would be a nice to leave a like. Really supports, really helps out a lot. Hello, Jenson. How are you? Glad to see you. Also have this. Now I think I need to have this shrink wrapped on the surface. A little above the surface. Blender is easier than Maya. Yeah, it depends on the person, but I think it is. Have you watched the movie Dune yet? Yeah, I've watched it. I have. Really spectacular. I didn't get it, but yeah. I guess because I wasn't really a book reader. If we can think I can grab a plate, you know. Let me see if this would work. Copy modifiers. think I can need to give these a Fresnel or layer weight effect. I should add something. We need trees on these. I don't want to use too many particles. Okay, so let me make a few changes to how these particles look. Okay. Trying to fake a forest here. Right. Let me first change how these leaves are rendered. Yes. How can I get directional light from the clouds like the ones in the reference image? Directional clouds, and maybe you could try using volumetric shading, but that's quite expensive in terms of rendering. That's why I don't choose it. Yo, thank you for subscribing, Japarage. Thank you. Let's create a distant. Thank you, Anifera, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Thank you, player game. Thank you. Yeah, think. I think we can get direction of clouds. Let me see. If we have this and a copy of it with a different material. Thank you, Lucifer69, for subscribing. Thank you. If we have one like that, with thank you, Richain Wagdi. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, but thank you. Which anime is this from? I'm not really sure. I just got it from Google. Yeah, you see, I think we can make directional clouds quite easily. By playing with the alpha channel. These are not really directional. But I guess if we, let me see, can we rotate? That will not do a lot. Yeah, they're just going to follow the direction of the alpha channel here. So I have two layers of the same image, one with a brighter cloud and another with a darker cloud like here. I'm just playing with the alpha channel and the emission strength to make one shadow one darker than the other, and that is kind of helping with the. Thank you, Atif Rehman. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah. Seems cool. Thank you, play game. Oh, you mean the anime? This could be someone's art. Someone just was playing around with the art. Hello, Celine Edogan. How are you? Hello, Input fake name. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I think let's just have this at. Yeah. So we have some directional clouds. Thank you, player game. Is this Eevee or Cycles? This is Eevee. I love your work. Keep going on doing it. Thank you, thank you. I will. Definitely will. Let me make this volumetric more brighter, I think. You seem like a really nice guy. I hope I am. But, yeah, we can add this road detail. I think I've done something like this before, like that before. So, it's not that hard to set up. Yes, can even just use an array. I shrink wrap this onto the surface and just need this to be a bit darker. Yeah, the camera angle, yeah, is not the same. Just so this camera angle is it's closer to the pavement here, to this pavement. Hey, stop. Hello, Kapil. How are you? Glad to see you. Signing in. Thank you. How many did you do for me? How many? Let's grab some grass. Add some grass on the side here. I was playing along with some anime shaders and created this anime character. So let me see if her hair is quite rough, but let me show you. I used my cloth add-on cloth library to create the cloth, the shaders. I think I would do a video about this, but just yeah. You'd like to support me, but you don't have a lot of money? Well, you're also supporting me by watching. I also appreciate that. Thank you, BizMoney. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. Yes, adjust this shader a bit. think my sun might be too bright. There's a small paving between. I mean this. So I guess I can just. I think I can even give it this some sort of bevel. Yes, I do have Instagram. You can use socials. Move the sun to the horizon. Let's have these. Looking for other things I could add in here. That makes sense. Yeah, you're right. I think it is finished. Let's do some color correction here. Play with the colors. Yeah, thank you, Thokonazi, for subscribing. Let's see. Better than the reference. Thank you, thank you. I think these mountains seem to make a curve. And let's improve our composition a bit. Can start it. Start my own picture. Yeah. Actually, we can have it animated. We can make an animation that comes from there. Ends there. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so like I said, I wanted to do several ones, several projects. Let me see. How long have we? 1 hour and 20 minutes. I think we can call this a day. Yeah, because yeah, we can call this a day. Actually, I like this short as well. Ah. 170. I'll give this a render and thank you, player game. Thank you. I'll give this a render and I guess I'll post it on in the video. Upload it on the channel and on the Instagram. If you want to check out Instagram, just go to socials. Oh, is it socials? I think also this view will also not be too bad. Even this, yeah, kind of proud of this one, I think. Make the camera movement smoother. It's junky because my PC can't really play back. You can see it's playing back at 6 frames per second. That's why you can't really preview it. That's why I'm just scrubbing on the timeline directly.